Listen up, Rangers. Welcome to the Geek Chest. My name's Steve.
I'm Jessica.
And today we got the Mattel Jurassic World Dominion Therizinosaurus. Did I say that right?
Yes.
For this special unimportant review, because I'm not editing anything. Also want to point out that just to bring this one downstairs to do the video, you can almost DJ it. It's like, worker, worker. My wife had to buy the literal, like, most sensitive dinosaur toy of all times. She says it's supposed to be tuna box, but I don't know if I believe her. But anyways, oh yeah, I guess first and foremost, before I actually get this thing out of the package, for its actual little present here, we got the Jurassic World Dominion. We got the Therizinosaurus, shows you what it can do. It's got the little sound chip thing. Hands out right. Right.
You mean DNA chip thing?
Sure. Right there. So you can scan that, right?
Yeah.
So couldn't you just go around with the dinosaur toys and just pull these out, scan them, and have everything?
Pretty much.
You think they would have put the plastic over top of it just to make you buy the toy so that you have to do it for the app? But you got the T-Rex on the back here doing its little menacing roar. You got the woods, the helicopter hanging out on the top there. Got the logo on the side here. Back of the baggage again just kind of shows you that it could do the slashing action because it's got a chomp. The T-Rex was the other figure from this line. This little, whatever these are technically called. This one says sound and slash. I know the T-Rex was something different. Probably not buying the T-Rex, if I'm going to be honest, because it's just a little overpriced. How much was this?
She was $37, but I got a couple bucks off.
It's decently large, so I'm not too upset about it.
Yeah.
Some Lingo Bumbo Jumbo on the bottom. Also, main reason I'm picking it up, just new. Stop interrupting me. New dinosaur for the line, so super excited about it. It also seems like it has a. Okay, I grabbed the crappy ones because usually I use those for wires and stuff because I just don't care. But I do have my nice ones hanging out here too because I use these for my model kits and my customs.
It's right on the back leg. Careful.
It stretches. It's fine. Also, why didn't they paint its toes? It is unpainted toenails. I will say that's gonna get obnoxious quick.
Yeah.
Especially for parents. Could you imagine your kids playing with this? It's like anytime they move it, it just.
I don't know if that was just a. Okay.
DJ Steve. With all the rapping. Get some more lighting on it. Let's realize the lighting's a little bit turned. Alright, so, God, does this have an off switch? There's the battery pack. That might be getting used a bit. So the action, you have this, which is for the chomping. How do you get it to do the wiggle?
You move her tail back and forth.
Yeah. So then if you do it at the same time, you can. It's hard to get to do the, like, alright, so.
The thrashing work? We talk about the arms. Oh, never mind. I thought the.
Yeah, they're just articulated. So you have to, like, get them out and then do the thing. So that's the action for the figure. It's actually a very large dinosaur. Very large dinosaur toy. Oh, we forgot to grab actually some dinosaur toys. Because after doing the review for the car thing that we did, I put them all away.
Go get some.
It's fine, I guess, because I got a crap ton of Monstarts on the ground just because of doing videos and the tail just went flying off. But anyways.
And the hand.
Yeah, the hand does. Maybe that's what. Oh no. His little tail tip. I'll leave it on the table for now. There's his hand.
We don't need to lose that tail tip again.
Right. But anyways, this is it next to a SH Monster Arts. And as you can see, the dinosaur is fairly huge. Also got a Playmates Con. I don't feel like he'd win. Especially with those little slashy hands going on here. These things are gigantic. Also detailed really nicely. Like you can see
Your feathers.
the lining inside of the nail claws. I think looks really great. And it's got a little bit of that plating on the fingers. Yeah, it's got feathers all the time. It would have been kind of nice to be able to distinguish between the feathers and the skin though. Because there's like a little color patterning on the feathers, but then it also transitions to the skin, which makes zero sense to me. But still looks nice. Like the sculpted detailing still really good. Because you can see like the wrinkling for the skin here. Then you got the feathers for the tail. Not super bloomy, but still nice. And you get a little bit of that red kind of speckled in with the feathers here. You get that predominant stripe going down its back and up across the head here. For its head, for the most part, it's mainly skin, but with the feathers on the back there and underneath the jaw section, the jowl area. And then, because the mouth is a part of the gimmick, it's a spring, so it's going to stay closed unless you're doing the gimmick. But teeth are painted pretty nicely. The gums are the same color as the skin for the most part, except for the tongue is a nice pink. Same with the little membrane there on the side. Eyes are very raptor-esque. A little bit of red around the pupils for the skin. And mainly green for the undersection. You get a little bit of that white stripe going up along the neck here. And it stops off around the front of the chest. Then get that same green for the feet. Again, sadly enough, or maybe they did paint the nails because it's really glossy. But it's like a green color though. Because the claws on the top here are definitely more of a gray. This, like I feel, for the most part, they kept it all the same color. Like they airbrushed this. But then they put extra protectant over the nails so it wouldn't scrape off. Odd choices, Mattel, but still, overall, really nice. For the articulation, it's mainly the arms. Can go forward and back, get a nice range, and they can rotate. You get a bend at the elbow, rotation at the elbow, hand go forward and back with a rotation. And then for the feet, forward and back. A little bit of a bend at the knee, and then I think the feet can rotate. The feet cannot rotate. That's weird because it has this separation there, but nope, no posability. Stop it, dinosaur! Stop it. And then for the tail, it's part of the gimmick, so it goes side to side. No up and down, no rotation, but you do again get the button there. And then the head's pretty much just a part of that.
Now you can move her head.
A little bit. It would have been nice to be able to get her to look more upright. So then if you would have like did the pose, she could have been looking forward and roaring. That would have been kind of cool. But overall, it's neat. I really wish there was a way to turn off the sound. That would be great. Usually it's not that big of a deal, but for how sensitive the gimmick is. And then the sound holes down here, and you get the Jurassic Park stamp there. How sensitive the gimmick is. I can see this thing getting very obnoxious very quick for parents. Granted, like for most part, a lot of people, like collectors, are mainly going to be buying this. And I think it's going to be a really awesome little display piece because it even stands really well by itself. And it probably won't make too many noises just standing there.
Yeah.
I hope.
not.
Unless you got some like poltergeist action going on, then you might have some issues with that. But outside of that, I don't think it's as big of a deal for a collector. More so for a parent buying this for their kid. I think this is a little bit more of a nuisance than just as thinking of this as more of a collectible. And to be honest, it's kind of where I lump in a lot of the Mattel dinosaurs is more collectible range.
Yeah.
More so than kids' toys, but they still work really well as kids' toys. More so than like when I see parents buy their 8-year-olds SH Monsters figures, and you're like, why? This is definitely more in the realm of reasonable. But anyways, let us know what you guys think of the Therizinosaurus.
Yes.
Overall, again, I think it's pretty sweet. For the price point, I think it's perfectly acceptable. Still looks good. Just wish the paint job helped contrast the detailing a little bit better. But for the most part, it's about what I expect out of the Mattel figures. Which is just like, good enough paint job, good sculpts.
Yeah.
But what other dinosaur are you guys looking forward to? And supposed to beat those kaijus by hitting that like button, subscribe, become a ranger today. We also have an Instagram, Patreon, Pinterest, Facebook. Guys, like you vote the David channel to donate. We're greatly appreciated. We'll see you guys next video. Bye bye.
Bye bye.